Welcome to the benchmarking video of my main PC. So straight into it, I've run three benchmark processors. First up is Valley, so we're getting a score of 3934, minimum 27 and maximum 188 with an average of 94. Now I selected the highest resolution, 1920 by 1080, and 8 times anti-aliasing, and the extreme HD preset, so really gave this machine a workout. Now minimum maximum, the gap's quite large. Ideally you want them as close as possible together, but it is what it is. So looking at superposition on the high preset, getting a score of 9210 and an average frames per second of 68.89, maximum 86, minimum 55. So minimum and maximum frames per second are quite close together, which is ideal. Maximum GPU temperature was 66 Celsius, which is fine. And finally, on the Firestrike benchmark, score of 16195. So what I'll do now is run some games and report on the results. Up first is Doom Eternal. Now, selected the highest resolution, and just looking in the graphics menu, I've selected the high preset. Some of them, like shadows, are set to ultra, or one of them should I say. Look at the VRAM. 4 gig of VRAM is estimated, and we've got 8 gig to play with, so that's fine. So what I'll do is get into a busy part of the game and report back. So I'm in the opening part of the game, which is fairly busy, but obviously later on, as things move outside, it gets a lot busier. So it's a rock solid 60 frames per second, which is, on this monitor, you're not going to get much. You're not going to get more than that anyway. So it's working out just fine the way it's playing at the moment. I'm confident that you won't have too many problems playing this game on the system. It does help to have that 8 gig of VRAM though, I must say. So if you want to play Doom Eternal on this machine, you'll be fine. I would suggest also you try Doom on 2016, because in my opinion, especially single player campaign, that's a superior game, and I really enjoyed playing that. So that's Doom Eternal. On to Forza Horizon 5. So I've selected the high preset. The majority is set to high, but there's some flags that are set to off, like shadows and screen space ambient occlusion, and a couple at the bottom they are still set to medium, so high doesn't necessarily set everything to high, which is a bit strange. So it's on the highest resolution, which is 1920 by 1080. So I'm actually going to put myself into a game, and at the moment it's rock solid 60 frames per second, which I've capped that frame rate at because this monitor won't display more than that. There's not too many things going on at the moment, but that frame rate may dip a touch. It may not when more things are happening. You can tell I've not played this game very much. So there's not too much happening at the moment. But as things stand, I am confident that Forza Horizon 5 is more than playable on this system. If you notice any issues, then you can always adjust the settings accordingly from high to medium. And on this size monitor, I doubt you'd be able to tell the difference much anyway. Okay, so that's Forza Horizon 5. Onto Cyberpunk. So I've selected the quick preset of high, and what I'll do is I'll run the in-game benchmark and I'll report back with the results. Okay, so the benchmark is finished, so an average of 70 frames per second, minimum 24 and a maximum of 142, so just bearing that in mind, that gap is quite large, so you may have to adjust a few settings if you notice any graphical problems or performance problems. So that's Cyberpunk. Onto Red Dead Redemption 2. So again, highest resolution. The preset is quality preset is balanced, texture quality ultra. So this preset seems to select a mixture of ultra, high, and medium and low. It's a bit strange. It is what it is though. Video memory is over 4 gigs, so it's a good job I've got 8 gig to play with. So I'll just unlock the advanced graphics. So majority is set to medium, high, off or on. So I'll leave those as it is and run the in-game benchmark and report back. So the benchmark is finished. Getting an average of 60 frames per second, which is ideal. Maximum 71, minimum 42. Not a great deal of difference really, but if you notice any problems, just adjust the settings accordingly. So that's Red Dead Redemption 2. Grand Theft Auto 5. Now lock the on-off settings or set to on. Highest resolution. And the video memory has not been exceeded, which is a bonus. So what I'll do is I'll get into the opening driving scene, and so you can see the performance. So it's not the most taxing part of the game. But it's good enough. I suppose you can get a little idea of what the performance will be later on in the game. But it's a rock solid 60 frames per second at the moment. But there's plenty of scope to adjust those settings if, as the game progresses and gets busy, if you find stuttering or texture problems, you just go into the menu and adjust accordingly. But at the moment, it's not too bad at all. I can't see that frame rate counter deviating much from 60. I can't see any graphical glitches or pop-ups at the moment anyway. Right, so that's Grand Theft Auto 5. I've just gone back into the graphics settings menu, which I didn't show in its entirety. So the majority is set to very high or high. So I think you can be confident to max this game out. And the population density and variety is also set to maximum. Right, so that's Grand Theft Auto 5 Revisited. So just to recap, benchmarked my main PC. If you've got any questions on this build or any of the benchmark results, or if you want me to test the game, just drop me a comment. Thanks for watching.